Okay, so today I'm going to be unboxing and messing around with possibly the most mental smartwatch that I've ever had here in Techspert Towers. Hidden away inside this rather unassuming box is the Kospet Prime 2, an absolute beast of a smartwatch that runs full-fat Android 10, as well as having a rotatable camera and the biggest battery of any smartwatch ever. Now, this crazy-ass watch will cost you 155 quid direct from Kospet. Check out the video description for all the links and info you might need to know. I'm going to whip it on out of the box now and get it all set up and take you on a full-on tour. And apologies if I look and sound rather disgusted today. I've got a full-blown bit of cold action. My nose has been pissing snot ever since I woke up, but I guarantee you my face will be off camera for pretty much the rest of the video. So you can cheer me up by poking like and subscribing and dinging that notifications bell and doing all that other YouTube crap. Cheers! Alrighties, let's see what we got. Oh wow, there it is, the Kospet Prime 2. That is an absolute beast. Look at it, it's an absolute monster. Seriously, you could braid a moderately sized mammal with this thing. And gee, I wonder what's inside here. Okay, so we got some watch straps, always handy. We've got a proprietary USB charging cable. You actually get a pokey pin device as well, because it is possible to put a physical SIM card into the Kospet Prime 2. You also got some documentation, and you do actually get a screen protector bundle in the box as well. So as far as the design goes, you get a ceramic bezel, but the rest of the Kospet Prime 2 smartwatch is just made of bog standard plastic. It's quite a chunky wee blighter, as you can see there. You've got a pair of physical buttons which jut out quite far, and you've also got, of course, that SIM tray, so you can slip a nano SIM inside. And then around back, you've got the usual heart rate sensor shenanigans, and of course your magnetic connections to actually charge up the watch. And yeah, the Kospet Prime 2 does have quite a heft to it for a smartwatch. Feels around the sort of 100 gram sort of area, though it's not quite as bad as it might otherwise have been, because of course it's mostly plastic. And there up top is the rotatable camera, which of course I'll be fully testing out. Let's see if I can get these bloody straps on. They are black silicone straps bundled in the box, but Kospet also sells replacement black and brown straps via its website. Oh, come on, you little bagger. Oh, shit. And there she blows. It's also worth pointing out that the Kospet Prime 2 is not water resistant, so definitely don't go rocking it in the swimming pool, although it'll probably drag you under the water anyway. Alright, here goes nothing. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. And there it is. Jesus Christ. I mean, seriously, I'm not sure I should be wearing this thing on my wrist. I feel like I should be wearing it around my neck like bloody Flavor Flav and his massive f***off clock. Anyway, let's see if we've got any gas in the tank, then we can get the Prime 2 all set up. Yep, there we go. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was giving me a heart attack. Okay, so first up there's a sexy bit of QR code action in order to install the app. And that totally didn't work, but you can also find it just by browsing the Google Play Store. It's called Wewear. There's the little blighter. Okay, so all connected to the Prime 2. Excellent stuff. So inside the Wewear app, you've got access to all of your quick settings and everything that you might need to know. As you can see there, you've got dial recommendations, so you can change up the watch face. Popular information nuggets, what? You can check out how you've been doing on the old exercises. Target step 8,000, I think not. Yeah, let's just temper our expectations a little bit on that front. Frankly, the most exercise I get these days is emptying my bladder. You've also got access to a small number of exercise types for fitness tracking as well, including a bit of high intensity interval training. I've actually learned what that is this year, kiddies. There's an online store as well where you can get yourself some more watch faces on the go. You can download some specific apps for the watch, and you've also got some very awesome looking games. I mean, frankly, Ball Jump, one of the best games of 2020. There's a reason it was installed a whopping 47 times. But anyway, let's actually check out the Kospet Prime 2 itself. As you see, quite a jazzy, colourful main display to begin with. If you swipe down, you can access some of your settings. You can see how much battery life you've got with a nice bit of ring action to demonstrate that ably. Swipe up and you'll be able to check out how you're doing on those little fitness goals. Yeah, that looks about accurate to me. Swipe right and you'll access your notifications list. Any emails and other bits that ping through will appear in there. Swipe the other direction, you've got a list of all of your apps that you've got installed right here on the Kospet Prime 2, and if you swipe once again you can actually access that fitness tracking feature. And it looks like you've got a decent selection actually on the watch, including all the standard stuff: running, walking, riding the bike, etc., complete with handy little background illustrations in case you're not actually sure what the sport involves. In fact, this guy's not riding a bike, he's just sitting there, lazy git. Ping pong, badminton, even a bit of rope skipping as well, with, oh my goodness, some very scandalously short shorts. You've got absolutely tons of apps pre-installed on here because it is essentially a smartphone on your wrist more than a smartwatch. As you can see, you can actually make calls and send texts and everything because you've got that nano SIM support as well as full dual band Wi-Fi. You can actually get voice over LTE calls on the go because you've got a speaker and a mic built into this thing. In fact, let's get it connected to Wi-Fi now and we start downloading stuff. Because it's Android 10, you've got full access to the Google Play Store direct through the watch. You've also got the Google Assistant, and then you've got all the usual stuff you'd expect to find, like Gmail, good bit of Chrome browser. Although we're immediately starting to see a problem because obviously these apps are not optimized for a round screen, so hopefully I'll be able to actually get into the browser. Alright, we're actually in. Let's just try going to my personal website. And I'll give the Kospet Prime 2 this much, because it's so freaking huge, it's actually fairly easy to type on that virtual keyboard, which is obviously quite rare for a smartwatch. .uk, and it's not quite the full experience you would get on a smartphone or something like that, but you know, it's kind of a web browser, I guess. You can stick a bunch of music on the Kospet Prime 2 to listen to on the go. You've got 64 gigs of storage. Sorry if I already mentioned that for all of your media and your apps. Let's actually check out the Play Store as well and get some more stuff downloaded. I'm very curious. As you can see there, the full standard Google Play Store, which you would get on your smartphone. It's juddery as anything, but it definitely works. Though I'm not sure playing Call of Duty on a smartwatch is really the way it's meant to be experienced. Sadly, it doesn't look like the Kospet Prime 2 is certified to run the likes of Disney Plus and Netflix, but you can get Prime Video for it. You could also grab the likes of Audible and Spotify and all that good stuff too. And yes, even YouTube as well, so let's check this out. And so far, certainly those leaks and rumours have the Xperia 1 Mark III looking like another super premium mobile, possibly one of the best flagships of 2021. Well, I never thought I'd be watching myself talk on a smartwatch, that's for damn sure, but you know what, that 2.1 inch display is big enough to comfortably watch a crappy little video like one of mine. And that speaker's pretty damn punchy on that top volume as well, quite sort of crisp audio, certainly for a smartwatch, so again, perfectly possible to do that. It should be fine for your calls and everything too. And it's a nice crisp 480 by 480 pixel resolution, so certainly nice sharp images, that's for sure. And yeah, probably not an ideal way to watch a bit of anime, but it'll do in a pinch, I guess. And as standard with Android, at any point you can go back with a quick swipe from the edge of the display. Otherwise, you've also got this little button down here. This is also a return button, so that also takes you back. Before I forget as well, this is just an IPS display. It's not an OLED, so sadly you don't get an always on display option, just the old raise to wake. Raise to wake. Raise to wake. There we go. Let's check out these other watch faces as well, see if there's any particularly good options in there. Certainly seems like a decent variety. And indeed, you can even take your own background picture using that 13 megapixel rotatable camera, so let's check that out. The camera doesn't use any kind of clever mechanism for popping up. It is literally just a flick it with your finger affair. So as you can see there, you can use it to shoot a little selfie on the go. And sweet baby Jesus, let's destroy that straight away. Or you can flip that camera full 90 degrees in order to take some snaps of your mates. Or if you don't have any mates, your cuddly desk buddy. Hey Captain Sparkles, how you doing today? You're looking a wee bit down in the dumps, mate. How about giving me a little smile, eh? Yeah, just a tiny little smile so we can pretend that everything is A-okay. The actual camera sensor used by the Kospet Prime 2 is Sony's IMX214, which extreme Sony fans may remember was the sensor used in the Xperia Z2, which I had to look up. I had absolutely no recollection of that. And it's also found in a bunch of budget-friendly smartphones too. And yeah, taking a decent selfie with a smartwatch is unsurprisingly rather difficult. In fact, that right there is actually the best I could manage after countless takes. I'm just going to stick with that, I think. Or even better, download a wallpaper that doesn't suck. There we go, a little bit of bebop action. And you can actually use that 13 megapixel camera to unlock the smartwatch using your face as well, although presumably because it's going to be on your wrist, you'd kind of notice if someone was trying to steal it, unless they're friggin' Dynamo or something. Alright, let's enter the face. Let's give it a go. So face unlock, yep, that seems to work, to be fair. In case you were wondering about what's actually running the show here on the Kospet Prime 2 as well, it's the Helio P22 chipset, backed by 4 gigs of RAM, and so far I have seen some little judders, shall we say, in apps that I've been running. It's less than slick, but the actual interface itself seems reasonably smooth. Again, the odd little judder here and there you will notice as you are flipping about, but overall absolutely fine. And of course, the final feature I need to mention here on the Kospet Prime 2 is the battery, because most smartwatches I've reviewed recently have like a 400 or a 500 milliamp battery, but the Kospet Prime 2 goes to extremes with a 1600 milliamp cell. According to the crazy morphos at Kospet, that's the biggest battery ever crammed into a smartwatch, and you know what? I believe them. However, don't go expecting ridiculously good battery life here on the Kospet Prime 2 because of course it is running full for Android and it's got that ridiculously enormous power sucking screen as well, so that Kospet reckons you'll get about 36 hours of standard everyday mixed use. That's basically the same as most of the smartwatches that run Wear OS and the likes of the Apple Watch as well. So if you want really good battery life, you're going to have to grab yourself something like the Huawei watches instead. But you do have the usual Android battery saver modes and all that good stuff if you are absolutely desperate. Anyway, that in a nutshell is the Kospet Prime 2 smartwatch, an absolutely bonkers smartwatch at that. But you know what? I actually like it because it's just so mental and different and mental. Anyway, it would be great to hear your own thoughts on the Kospet Prime 2 down in the comments below. Please do plug subscribe and ding that notifications bell if you haven't already. And I'm off to basically bury my face in a massive bowl of Vicks. Thanks everyone, love you.